Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching from. My name is Sande. Welcome to this amazing YouTube channel. It's Sande, coming live here in Nairobi, Kenya. So today it's a very beautiful Monday morning. So I just want to move around and feel the vibe of the rainy season. So if it's the first time here, please consider subscribing to the channel, and if you're a frequent viewer, thank you so much for coming back to this amazing channel and support the channel. Let's have a community that will be able to learn and enjoy. So it started raining yesterday, and the impact is visible. As you can see, the place is kind of wet, and we want to go to that other side and enjoy the wet part of the place. It's raining cars and dogs. So now is the rainy season. This is how the roads are really wet, muddy, and a very tricky situation. A new mall coming up here. That will be a game changer for many of the people who live around this area. Some drainage here, which is in good condition at the moment. So this is the time that we know the importance of such kind of drainage, because when it's raining, that's when it's on full use. But other days, it's not that essential to many people. So when the long rains come, the rains are always there each and every day. So it becomes a daily occurrence, and I think that will now come up. We're gonna talk on this video today. Small bridge, kind of a bridge. So the water is still here, flowing. So it has rained all the night. So these trees are now feeling happy because of the rains. Previously, these trees has been shedding the leaves, but now when it's raining, the older leaves will get out, like this ones here. Then they have new fresh leaves here. That's what's happening mostly on the rainy season. So most of these trees here, they tend to shed the leaves when it's dry season, like this kind of a meru oak. So when the rains come, they'll have to put on the new leaf. So now that the impact of the rains, this is a very nice chilling spot for many people who want to relax and enjoy themselves. Come and relax here. Look at the growth of this tree here. It resembles a mugumo tree. I'm not sure of the exact species. But it's a Nandi flame here. Still very young, but it's growing very fast. Meru oak. So the Meru and the Nandi flame, they grow very fast. The good thing about the two species, they tend to be fast growers, and they have a very nice look in terms of the formation of the leaves. Now, which one is this? but it has kind of a stunted growth, you know, a stunted growth. So some trees tend to grow faster, but others have kind of a stunted growth. So there's one here which is called the macamia. The flowers are coming up already. Flowers are already coming up. So normally the trees really feel happy when the rains are back, because they bloom, the flowers will come up, the birds will enjoy. That's the good thing about the rainy season. So in terms of environment beautification, during the rainy season, that's the best time for the plants and birds to feel happy, you know. Those birds will have flowers, fruits, and that's how it works. So this other side, this is a Red Hill Road. Going to join that road that leads to all the way down to Westlands. I'll do a short walk that side, then we'll call it a day. Got that booster there. These trees have really given up a very nice outlook of this particular area. The good thing, they're being taken care of very well, keeping in mind that it's a continuous project that someone has been employed to take care of it. So today we'll be talking about things that you need to do during the rainy season. What you need to do to have a safe time. You know, normally people tend to take the dry season as a tough time or a tough season. But sometimes when the rainy season comes in, it comes with its own challenges. So we're going to look at the things that we need to put into consideration so that we avoid any incidents that may happen will affect your life. For instance, during the rainy season, that's when all the drainage system is messed up, and sometimes there's floods, there is a thunderstorm. So especially in Nairobi, it becomes very difficult to travel when it's raining, because now the issue about transport is hiked, and it's hiked due to the need for more vehicles, and you know there's traffic jam always when it rains. That's something that people tend to go through. So when it's raining like this moment now, in the evening hours, traffic will be crazy, you know, and that's being because of the slow movement of vehicles. Because when it rains, people tend to rush home. Then that process of rushing home, you have what you call a traffic jam, because everyone is moving at the same time, compared to the dry season, whereby people tend to move different times. That's one thing that has an impact. It's a kind of a negative impact during this rainy season. Other thing is all about the drainage, which I will show you somewhere here. Someone is trying to unlog. So normally rain will come with that, and you try to log in the drainage system. So if you don't remove like the way she's doing here, you don't do that frequently, now you may still have a tough time. That's one thing that also will have to happen now. So the need for people who frequently unlogs the drainage system, or else it will end up being kind of a clogging, and will cause more problem with the drainage system. That's one thing that will happen. I can see here it's kind of passable, not that bad, but sometimes it becomes tough and tough. This is the Red Hill roundabout. Roundabout. That's drainage, because they are able to cement down here, so that when the water comes, you not carry soil, you know. That's a perfect drainage. And if it's raining right now, Let me hope it doesn't hit me hard. Let me hope it doesn't hit me hard, since I'm not prepared with anything like the umbrellas or such kind of things. I'm just I and I alone. So let me hope it's not that tough. Also, during such kind of period, that's the time that you need to keep warm, you know, in terms of the clothes that you wear. Should be very warm clothing, because you know that's the time that important to catch what you call the cold. You know, you need to keep warm. Wear heavy jackets like this one here, but you may not get cold, because if you get cold, it will take a long time to cure because of the frequent rains. So that's another thing that you need to check on. Look at those bicycles, very fast. This road here, it's a game changer. I think I've really talked about it in some videos here, about how beautiful and amazing the road has been to the people who live around here. It has really opened up doors for them. I really love the way they have really tried to make it more of a green place, more trees around. Looks nice, by the way. It's perfect. Broad-leaved croton. Flowers here. So you can see now the trees are not really that leafy, because it was this marks the end of the dry season. So they will have to gain or to get more of leaves, green leaves, so it will look so nice. Look very nice. Then the grass will grow. So in the next 1 week I'll come here, I'll show you the real transformation, you know, the change that will have happened, because it takes a very short time for such a dry space to turn green, so long as the rains are there. Sometimes people tend to rely on sprinklers. So for sprinklers, they might help, but now they will not have that strong and big impact compared to the rains that will rain, and in a very few weeks everything will have really changed. That's the difference now. So the sky is really blue sky, and it's now raining now at the moment. So there are high chance today we will not have any sunshine the entire day. There's a high chance that we will not have any sunshine. And you know, for the last 1 month it was really sunny and dry. So I was talking about the effect of the rainwater compared to the sprinkling or sprinklers. So it's believed that the rainwater contains some kind of can say nutrients, organic, let me use that word, organic nutrients in it, that has an impact that is instant impact in plants and nature at large. That's why you might be watering your farm or irrigating your farm with let's say the artificial way, but now with time you see that the grass may be drying out. So if you observe very keenly, that happens for a very long time. The day that the rains will come, it will take a very short time for the grass to turn purely green. So that's the impact that is in it. There's some kind of a pure drainage here. To use this path here. So I've observed it that occurrence, and it's really true that whenever it rains, it turns green faster than when you are watering the grass or the plants. So the rainwater is really impactful. So it's raining now at the moment, and small drizzling. These are blessings. So at the moment now, most farmers will now prepare to grow their crops, or to plant their seeds, because it is the month of March. We are heading to April. So most of the farms now, they are tilling their land ready for the planting season. That's Kurak, which means Kenya Urban Road Authority. That means the road reserve Richest there. So when you're buying a land here in Kenya, you need to know where the road reserve is, because some people might end up selling you land, the road reserve, and the impact will be when the government will come up one day and want to expand the land. They'll have to get rid of your land. They'll just make road on your land. So make sure when you want to buy land, you check on the Kenya Urban Roads Authority. That will show you the age of the road. So that you may not mess up with the road. Because if you plant, if you construct your house, the road reserve, that becomes a problem, because you incur losses when they come to expand the land. So you may ask yourself, why do I love walking on this edge here? This area is kind of more silent compared to the other side, which is in Gashie. So I find it more silent, more peaceful, more lovely, if I can use that word, more green, as you can see. So it's more attracting because of the green, the better roads, the nice trees that are growing here, the pochi areas. You know, if you want to be a rich man, you need to have some walks where the rich live and see how they are behaving. Their behaviors, you need to study their behaviors, so that one day when you become rich, you behave like the rich. You know, some bamboo here which is growing on the road, and it grows outside, but you see that it has grown it's here. So they need to control it, because it will expand all the way to the road. It's kind of expansive. If you don't control it very well, it gets to the road. So most of the time Nairobi, when it's raining like this, you get floods in the estates, roads. So when you are driving your car, don't drive aimlessly above the waters that you don't know the depth. So if you have a small car like these ones that are seeing here, don't just drive over water. You need to make sure you are extra careful, because sometimes you might end up sinking your car into a ditch, because when the rains come up like this, the roads are messed up. That's a caution to people who live in Nairobi. Also, this is the right time for someone to kind of look for a house, because you'll be able to find a house in a place that is not flooded. So if you're looking for a place to live, this is the best time when it's raining. Just be able to know if the place is kind of flooded, is it a well-drained place. Because normally you tend to look for houses when it's dry, you don't get the real place that you need, you know. That's another thing that you need to put into consideration. This road is looking so nice at the moment. It's kind of busy than what I expected. It's more busy and busier than I expected. Yet we're in the middle of the day. very nice road here. So it's still drizzling, and I hope maybe by the end of the day, the midday, the sun will come out, so that we have some little bit of cool temperatures or warm temperatures, which are very important, you know. Which are very important. Because whenever it rains like this all the time, it's good, but sometimes it gets very cold. Some Maasai cows down here. They are really happy because they'll have plenty of water and nutrients for them to avoid any injuries. So you can imagine a lady is the one that is grazing the cows, you know. That happens most of the time. Many people might think that it is a boy's work, but it seems that everyone can do that work. Okay, another thing about the rainy season, the rivers will tend to overflow, and people need to be very careful when they are crossing the rivers, because you know when they overflow, they might be able, the waters are always more stronger than everyone, you know. Water carries anything. That's something that also need to be taken care of, you know. Don't just cross any river that you don't know the depth. Even if you are a good swimmer, you end up drowning. So the level of the river will be so high, the drainage system will be messed up, the roads will be flooded, there will be a lot of cold. Those are the things that are happening when these rains are coming up. That's what you need to expect in this rainy season. Like this river here, the levels have gone high. Also, if you observe very careful, the other day we were here, the water was kind of a little bit clear. So what happens is that when it rains, there's something called soil erosion. The water will tend to carry some soil from the farms like these ones here. It brings to the river. That's why the color of the water tends to be brownish. That's what happens, guys. So that being said, this water will be brown for some time till the rains reduces. You know. Then also, when I saw that car, I remembered something. This is the worst time to overspeed on the roads. It's the worst time because the roads are always wet. So if you want to overspeed, don't do it during the rainy season, because you might end up having a very fatal accident, because the roads are really wet. So that's one thing that will happen during this rainy season. So you avoid overspeeding, you avoid driving your car aimlessly. Also avoid driving your car over the waters. So if you go straight like this, you head all the way to a place called Kitusuru. I see people are doing some serious farming on the other side. Very serious farming. They have been using water to irrigate the land because there's a river down here. And now they'll have less work because of the frequent rains. Also, that reminds me of something. Normally, you know, in Nairobi, people tend to work in flower farms. Not, let me use the word, flowers. Not farms like nurseries. That's the correct word. So, what happens when it rains, when it's very dry, those guys tend to have a lot of work because they have to fetch water and irrigate the flowers and the nurseries or the trees. So the rains, when they come, they have a negative impact to them in terms of job creation. So they have less work because there are no more irrigation happening. But also, it might be positive to the guy, the owner of the nursery, because he or she will be able to save some labor money. money that she could have used or he could have used in labor. So that's something else that happens, guys. The small hill here, it looks very tough until I'm now sweating. You know, I never thought I would sweat, but now I'm sweating. Go the other side, you came through that side here. Some swallows here, some birds. I'm just seeing them on that rock there. These are swallows, huh? There's so many. These are the barn swallows. Oh, came all the way on that side. It's been a long journey, a long walk. Now we'll be turning somewhere up here. And you can see now this on this road, sometimes when the rains come, they identify the road because they carry some dirt on the road. Because normally this road is always clean. But still when it rained at night, because this drainage system is not that big, the water level was very high and then it used to flow on the road. That happens sometimes, guys. It's like normal occurrence that happens here. Then check on this umbrellas, guys. So what happens, these guys don't use umbrellas that much when it's raining compared to when it's very dry, you know. So the motorbike business will be good. So people tend to use motorbikes that much because of the traffic. There's traffic. That means if you have a motorbike, have more clients. But remember, not just having a motorbike around. You need to have a motorbike that has an umbrella. Those are the changes that happen. So people tend to use those motorbikes with umbrellas more because they're not rained on. You know, for the motorbike, when there's traffic, they easily maneuver around the traffic rather than overspeeding. That guy is overspeeding. So when there's traffic, the motorbikes are easily maneuver around and are able to move around very easily. There's an Uber vehicle waiting for clients there. Some flowers here. There's a tuk-tuk coming all the way from ABC down to Gashie. I need to check on something here and see if I'll continue the walk or not. So that's muddy. Perfect. Very nice pedestrian walk here. That's the good thing of living where the rich live, you know. Get a very nice, comfortable stay. Very beautiful place here. I want to do something here, then I see if I will be able to manage to continue down there or not. Let me show you this side here, you know, because the other options to go till that side, which I don't know, they don't have the need to. Let's end the video here. There's flowers on the other edge there. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Remember to like, comment and subscribe, and also just know that it's raining now, so I urge you to take caution so that you may be able to be safe, you know, because when it rains this much, it becomes a problem to most of the people who live in Nairobi to maneuver around. So all over the country where you are, just take caution. Take care of yourself, make sure you are in a very safe space that you may be safe, because the rains are really important to us. We have to grow crops, the environment will look so green, but also the need to take care of yourself in terms of floods and such kind of things. So thank you so much, guys, for watching, and see you in the next video.